Hello, this is Pastor Teacher Wayne Estrada, and this is today's Your Daily Note called The Difference Between Not Doing versus Not Wanting. Hugh Hefner, the prognosticator of the pornography movement and founder of Playboy magazine, once famously quipped and bragged, "Every red-blooded American boy has looked at a Playboy centerfold." And that's true, including me. And comedian Jeff Foxworthy also joked the only thing that men really want is a beer and to look at naked women. You know, both Hefner and Foxworthy are right. It is in the nature of us men to want to look at sexy women. So ladies, if you've watched so far, that's just how we're wired. So it's not surprising that surveys have found that even 70% of so-called professing Christian men struggle with consuming pornography. And this ties in an oblique way to Jesus' words in Matthew 19:12, which says, "There are eunuchs who have been made eunuchs by men, and there are eunuchs who have made themselves eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven." In modern terms, what this means is that some are forced into shaming others to comply, which never works, while others willingly embrace what is good out of purity of duty. There are two ways relating to the problem of the so-called P word, which in my opinion is a mamby-pamby way of addressing the seriousness of this issue. Let's call a spade and address this correctly for what it is, and that is simply sexual lust. The question is how we deal with it, and here are some insights I hope you'll find helpful. There is a big difference between trying to not sin as opposed to not wanting to sin. And an excellent example of this is in Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. Daniel was in captivity in Babylon, and despite the fact that everybody else does it, he purposed in his heart not to consume the irresistible, tasty flesh sacrificed to idols, but instead desired to please God and not satiate his own flesh. You know, it's no coincidence that the word porno in the original Greek language literally also means the flesh. So today's verse concludes saying there are some men that instead make a heart commitment to be like a eunuch for God's sake and his kingdom. They're not casting their eyes on evil meat that corrupts, but are singularly focused on pleasing God and not their own flesh. The answer, my friend, is in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, which says, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because when your mind is transformed in alignment with the mind of Christ, it will become the difference between not doing and not wanting." So friend, what have you purposed in your heart? What do you want to satisfy? And that's today's Your Daily Note. Thanks for watching, and please visit our website and notesonlife.org. There's lots of great stuff there. And have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.